All right. So, once again, it is the Bengalis versus the Romans. Now, in a prior video, I mentioned how my military composition of scorpions and his no counter to it, and his weaknesses to skirmishers, and while they have bonus attack versus skirmishers, every unit they have basically is weak to them via bonus damage, so a little bit of a backdrop. But right now, I am just scouting the map and just doing the normal Dark Age things. So, this is Arabia. This is the first. I haven't played the Romans much on open, but I knew there's a lot of value. And something I didn't cover in a prior video, first video with the Romans, was that they have a 5% gather, build, and repair rate. So, while it sounds small, according to Spirit of the Law, if you haven't seen any of his videos, fantastic reference for like the numerical components of the game. He just talks about the value of like different economical features and just, DPS, damage per shot, right, and other things, right? So one of the things that he said about the 5% increase with the Romans is more or less for every 20 villagers, it's one for free, which mathematically makes sense, but it's very solid. And in the Dark Age, like building those extra 2 buildings fast, like you can really tell, and there's just this intuitive sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? But basically it's just very precise and thorough in how the developments and so forth go on when it comes to economically. So whether that's berries, whether that's wood, you can just feel the general sense of, a lot of value to it. So my way to understand it, other than, like every 20 villagers, it's like a free villager, is I just see it as half of wheelbarrow for free, right off the rip. And then as you extrapolate that and as you expand it, I can see that's kind of one of the reasons, that's one of the other reasons why I got this Civ, is yes, it has one of my new favorite cavalry units in the Centurion, and the bromance nature of the Legionary and the Centurion, just the militia line and the Centurion in general, which I like a lot. I think it, because I do like using infantry, but there's so many counters to it, but with that advent, it just kind of forces the use of the strength, while also, again, speed, mobility, aggression. Those are my tenets for success. Then it kind of encapsulates all that. So I want to go see where this guy is. I saw he went from north to south, so I kind of figure he's up there. But while that's going on, I have a very good food ratio on what I'm doing, and this is one of the first little problems, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I wasn't paying attention. Granted, I kind of almost saved this one. So did I even take that? I really doubt it. So that was a bummer. Now I at least know where he is. Yeah, didn't even get it. But all things set aside, I'm at 21 villagers, and I'm gonna click up under 8 minutes, right under 8 minutes. So that's pretty nice overall. Not gonna complain. Now, the Romans, I've mentioned their economical bonus. There's no water opportunities for any navy shenanigans, but they have that benefit. And all that to say, I'm going to do what I've started liking to do with the Romans, and that's build a forward barracks and apply some early pressure with their men-at-arms. Now, I've done the math-ish, and so, like, with a scout rush, with other things, you know, 4 scouts is like, you know, 320 food, you gotta get a stable and a barracks. So, I kind of figure, for the sake of my valued mobility, and for the sake of applying pressure leaning into the Civ, you know, I consider it like a Frank Light bonus in terms of like speed. So for berry food generation from berries, so I like it. And the Civ just has a lot of very smooth features to it. So I'm gonna send my villagers forward. I would have liked to have built the barracks, or at least had the wood for it, a smidgen earlier to put these guys forward faster. But all told, that's okay because. Not going to worry about it. Now, did I feel like Ratas could be a thing? And did I feel like Castle Age or Fast Castle could happen? Yes. Could I have done a Fast Castle? Sure. But I decided, no, I want to apply some aggression. I want to get the Feudal Age boom going. And that's what I wanted to do. So, I set up shop near a hill. And as long as the center of the structure's on any elevation, then it gets some uphill bonus. Obviously, if someone goes up top, tags down, then they get the bonus damage of that. But, yeah, I so could have gone Fast Castle. But I chose not to. So, I'm making a lot of militia. And, you know, to me, I think that's okay. Because I'm going all in on this. I wouldn't call it... I'm going all in on slowing this guy down. I generally know, especially on an open map, I don't think he's going to just wait till Castle to really attack me. So we're just kind of waiting. We're setting things up for success. And it's a good thing I sent 2 villagers forward instead of just 1. And, you know, you'll see why. But, yeah, I'd say things are going generally according to plan. In the meanwhile... this is hair. So, when someone does an extremely long Dark Age, it's probably because they're turtling, they're doing something, right? But that's okay, because, you know, I don't know that. Here's what I noticed, though. Meanwhile, back home, before that begins, I have a few idle villagers.
Salve.
But I'll get them to work pretty soon. So, in the meanwhile, I realize, I'm not going to be able to get in so easily. As I sadly still have them being idle. Anyways, yep, there we go. Now we're going. But I realize, you know what? I kind of hope he doesn't see what I'm up to. Because, especially seeing that blacksmith, he's not doing what I'm doing. So I know he's going to do a slow or fast castle. That's what he wants. So I'm just trying to disrupt it. Building houses and trying to do eco and this, not really noticing, right? So anyways, I realize I need to force a reaction and just play this guy because Ratas are pretty powerful and I don't have the means or ability to counter it expeditiously. Could I have done Fast Castle again? Yes, but I'm just trying to waste this guy's time, which I'm doing quite well. I got kind of lucky because it seemed like most of his arrows just didn't really hit. So, back home, yeah, just constantly doing villager production, which I will never complain. Very happy with that. I abandoned the gold. Yeah, values and not values and that, but he wastes 25 wood here. I'm in. And then I may have destroyed this tower before he deleted it. Yep. So that just cost him 125 stone and 150 wood. Why do I know that? Because I just did it. Now this is sour. I wanted to garrison, but I don't think the health was there, so I ended up losing that villager. But you know what? That's okay. I wish I would have gotten this tower, that would have been nice. But you don't get it because he goes full commit on repair for building this. And I could have gotten it if I would have just committed. Could have, but I decided health was more important. for these guys to constantly disrupt. So I'm like, oh, let me just jump on these structures to destroy them. It's been. I got 50 wood destroyed for free. And really 100 because of this. And then TC idle time, right? This guy's booming like crazy. So I kind of realize while I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff, let me just disrupt. So while that's happening, I didn't even realize how much wood I had, but it's kind of okay, and it's okay. So meanwhile, we'll get that back up in a second. Could have gotten a villager kill over there probably, but it is what it is. I told them to go from here to here, and wow, they went the most crazy way possible, which is like, let's go to the town center. But I'm causing a lot of disruption and confusion on his part. Now, I knew what he was going to do. And unfortunately, I didn't micro this, because if I did, I could have gotten a lot of villager kills. Because they're getting free hits on my dude before I even realize it. But I should get a villager kill. Nice. So, all told, I mean, I created a ton of villager items. Why the score says he's beating me, I don't know how the game works, but it is what it is. So, anyways, I realize, well, I caused enough disruption, but I know what's gonna show up my way. And that is a lot of pressure. So I do something I seldom do, and a little frustrating, but that's okay. And that's abuse the market. So I sold a lot of stone and a lot of wood. And I even sold some food to get my gold up to do that. Now, I assume this guy will counterattack with archers or with radas very soon. So I just decide, okay, I'm going to just turtle up. I'm going to build 2 castles. And I've lost to these guys before, where I tried to do castles like on the high ground, but they were far away. So this time I decided to kind of nuzzle the castle grouping closer. But, you know, that being that, he made it to Castle Age. So I was correct. He wanted to, and they have options. You know, even if the guy went elephant, like there's more to life. But here we are. So we generally see what I see, and where we've seen that, and so now we get to see the same old thing. Same old, same old. Now the benefit is I had him use over 425 stone just to build and repair all of these little towers. So that was nice. My food eco is going great, and then I'm going to decide to build my first castle to protect my gold. I have my one villager in the back doing her thing. So, that's cool. And I'm building a town center while I'm building this castle. So, that's good. But while that's happening, lo and behold, we have ourselves the ratas that will be here. That is very strange. I even think that was possible, because it's not, but I'm sure it's a little to the left. So anyways, we're over here. Things are going pretty solid. Yeah, I know this is an egregious amount of villagers on stone, but I just can't get compromised on my stone, or not my stone, rather, my, oh, what's its name? Getting rat hood. So, there it is. And I know in comes the same old, same old. So, should have walled this off. If I didn't, could be a problem. But the food production is fantastic. And let's go ahead and Okay, so I got 2 villager kills. He got 8 villager kills. That's a little sour, but it's alright. So I feel confident enough for this to work. Not the bestest of answers, but I have way too much on gold. But that's okay. You know? So we're just gonna preserve the TCs, preserve the castle. I wanted to put it a little like on the high ground, but I've just experienced where until I get like Imp in multiple castles, the first couple I just really need to protect certain areas. That's just kind of that. So let's see what's going on, right? Here they are showing up. Now that's sour, but it was inevitable that he'd at least check. So I probably could have sent her to the back, but that's okay. So he's gonna do his little charioteers. I think that's nice, because, you know, how do you use that much stone? But, you know, as the Bengalis, you do what you need to. And this is one of the things that you need to do. So, I'm gonna just make a lot of monks, because I know it's coming my way. Now, I know they'll be here soon enough. But, we'll see what we can do. So I know they're showing up. I should have moved this monk over here and tried to get a conversion, but it's okay. We get a relic instead. It's not going to complain. I have such an exorbitant amount on wood, and that's good. Now, if I was smart, I would have bought a castle straight up and put it back here. Or up here, but preferably back here. So, I'm just safe-minding my business in general. I should have made a scout. Oh yeah, there he is. Flapping in a flutter. In the wind. But, things are going pretty well, I would say. So, we're just booming, we're slowly getting in cavalry upgrades, and the name of the game is just make monks, try to find relics, and I actually get this, so that was cool. And in comes the predictable. Yep, they're very wonderful, stylistically chariots. But we know it's gonna happen, so we're prepping. And I lost 2 monks. I did get a conversion, so that's cool, but could have gotten more. Lost another Vil. This guy has to have ballistics, because I mean they're disconnecting. Ooh, save that villager, that was nice. So, if I would have made Siege, we would have been fine. Because I did that in the arena game, but this is open map. And open map is crazy town. And I'm not able to micro as well, so. Anyways, we're gonna go on a little relic hunting. But in the meanwhile, it's just preservation, right? Again, sour loss. So anyways, in spite of all this, the scores are pretty solid. Now, this guy is getting a lot of good value. Did I even get that kill? I don't think I did. So, if I was a smart guy, I would have done this better, but, you know, it's okay. Dealing with pressure. My villager production's great, though. That's all that matters. And, you know, at this point, good. Got a kill. But, you know, just kind of doing our thing. A pro tip. Oh good, we got a conversion. And another kill. Okay, so in the meanwhile of that kerfuffle, got a relic. So that's nice. This guy's really being a sweat. But, I mean, he's doing what he needs to. He's the Bengalis. This is their little X Factor unit for what they feel like they need to do. So anyways, I kind of realize I need to save this monk for now. So I just keep him in the monastery. And then I get burned, because then it's this point where it's like, do I commit to this or not? In terms of like going to Imperial. But I decide it's better to just go Imperial. So we're gonna click up. It's very annoying to see this. You don't know what's gonna happen. But we're gonna get some kills out of this, and we're gonna get a conversion, and life's going alright. Did he end up getting this one? No, he didn't. But I know something fishy is a Berlin, and man oh man. We're starting to get some farms down, so that's nice. But the infrastructure could have been a smidgen better, but hey. With all that, we're at 2 relics, so that's nice. But again, villager production is good, and to me, that's really all you can ask for. So I send my villagers to go get some stone. Lo and behold, this is happening. So I don't notice it at first, but I begin to realize when I want to put down a mining camp. Pretty weird. So, wow, okay, now I notice. But all that to say, he cancels that, so that's pretty solid, and then he deletes the unit too, so whatever. So anyways, he's gonna start doing his thing, and massing his unique unit. That's cool. Obviously, he doesn't even have a stable yet, because they don't have bloodlines. It's pretty weird. So, he's getting his numbers up, so credit to him. Now, again, extremely low farm count. And, as usual, I get beaten to Imperial Age, so big surprise. But, with that, I made an interesting decision. I was like, I just need military on the so I just start making knights. Nothing wrong with these knights, but nothing special about them either until you get the Tenseis, but, that's just currently not really going to happen, so. Again, things are going pretty solid back home, I would say. I mean, we're climbing up on the Vills, and we're starting to finally get some decent military going. Now, what I didn't realize, alright, relic number 3. What I didn't realize was this guy was really good. So, that to say, again, his eco, I think is good, but I kept having to score it, so that kind of led me to wonder, like, what the heck's going on with that, but this was a very good anchor castle. And there's kind of a reason why I didn't want to do like full-in castles and try to push, because I just felt like I was behind. I just wanted my Scorpion count to go up, and I felt pretty confident in this military, but I didn't feel like, oh, we're for sure set it. So anyways, that's what you see as the viewer. I didn't see any of this, but I felt like things were about to get dicey. So, what are we at? We're at 8 Centurions, we're at 9 Cavaliers, and yeah, we have a fight. And, the numbers are going up. So that's nice. We're going to create a fatal funnel, so to say. And, yeah, that's the gameplay. So, in comes the Ratas. You didn't even get a single villager kill. That's nice. Now, I'm pretty sure that I had a lot of villager islands for a minute. So anyways, that's sour. Yeah, I don't know if it's the right answer, but I went in on the side because, to his credit, he didn't put them right next to the castle. But this is where things get a little not so good. But, we get some kills. They're elite. I had no idea about that. And just like that, I don't know how many armor upgrades I have. I don't think I have those. This is sour. The amount of scorpions that I lose just from sheer, oh my gosh, it's real. So I figure, okay, he's gonna win this engagement. I just gotta take down his units while all this is happening. We just need kills, and that's what we get. And to me, that's okay. Like, this was a totally bad game. But you get the tracks, you get a decent amount of radicals. So now, you know, the Ledger, he still has it, but that's a solid amount of kills for what I wanted to do. Anyways, I realize it's time to do the thing that we don't like. That's make a lot of skirmishers. Holy Villager Island. That was rough. 19 to be exact. They're all in 1 building. But, you know, we're just gonna bring our people together. The amount of opportunities to just have one tapped and killed a couple extra, but I'm panicking. But in spite of that, again, I have the score lead. It's very weird. Now, if this guy had a food go, the opportunity for him to do light cav raids, while not ultra effective, could have been useful. So, oddly enough, I realize, yeah, TC idle time, or my villager idle time, but hey, generally fixed, right? My foodie kill goes to trash. It's funny. So, anyways, I'm gonna just start making a ton, and I mean a ton of skirmishers. It's so bad, like the wood disparity and so on, that I'm like long distance mining. I'm just trying to pump out as much military as possible in arguably the most inefficient way. But to his discredit, you know, he should have realized, okay, he's got control. I don't. I'm panicking. I'm not even building a counter track because I just need units. He should have just gone from right to left, but he kind of let me keep my settlement. So that was a mistake, but, you know, there's still a lot of game to be played, and a lot. So, we'll just check in on what he sees, or what he has. So he knows, okay, let me make my counters to cavalry, because he doesn't have any answer to centurions. Like, he just doesn't. How much upgrades do I have on this? I think I'm 1 and 1, or 1 and 2. Yikes. Anyways, so we're getting our units up, but this guy's a singular mindset, and to his credit, he stuck with it. Not a lot of farms. My gosh, is he walled in. There are opportunities, but I think for better or for worse, it was better that I just didn't sideswipe in this game. Seeing that I had the score lead, I just knew you gotta make a death ball. Now, my most hated unit in the game is what I need to see. Oh, that's sour. Wash Centurion. Not cheap. Not cheap at all. Now, here's the deal. I get a little confident thinking I am close to population cap, my military numbers are big, and I have a decent amount of cavalry, so 9, yeah, 25 Centurions. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, as I probably could show. So anyways, again, my gosh, 48. Oh man. So this is going to have to require a little bit of skill checking, but I now realize I gotta force this again. Because he's doing it, so it is what it is, right? So, we're gonna start just taking them down. I just need a meat shield, ironically, not for hand cannons, not for something cool, to take out radicals. Again, so annoying. I didn't want to position my military this way, and I sacrificed so many Centurions. I didn't even save this castle. Well, that's really bad. But mission is not going according to plan. But I mean, he jumped up massively in the score count. Shipping away. So with all of that, I'm not doing hot on the killing. Ish. But as you can see in the bank, I just have to hold it. And that's what we're planning on doing. So, get 3 Radicals, not gonna complain. And other than that one little attack, I'm feeling alright. Good little micro on him. He didn't lose any more units than he had to. Oh man, like, I don't know why, but this just got so ugly. Like, you know, I get it. I'm telling 50 villagers to cut wood in a small area, but I just don't know what he's gonna do, right? And I didn't even save those traps back then. I have 1. So, I don't know. I just kind of realized I can kind of hold. If you would have done a fort castle, anything else, but what is that? I don't know. Or micro. That's okay. Trading trash for gold. Alright. So watch these numbers dwindle. Even though it's a legit unit, it eats or doesn't do well with skirmishers. So that is what it is. Poor management. Gosh, poor management. And in its own way, for me, it just created this world of, okay, we just have to go pure skirms and pure scorpions. And that's what we're gonna do. Now, seeing that was so annoying, but we know what needs to happen. Now, the score lead suggests he should steamroll. So, while this is happening, now his eco's pretty solid. Not efficient, but, you know, very solid. Let's go ahead and check in, right? So, that's what I see. I know what he's going to do because he just seems to have the propensity to keep doing so. And I have to panic house because obviously I got to try to save this trap. It's this disgusting layout. I mean, it's a nice thing, just the way it's designed for the layout's sake. But this is where things get a little interesting because, yeah, I got him in a choke point, but then, oh my gosh. Oh, nope, I saved him. Oh, yeah. But anyways, I'm panicking because I can handle what he has, but I have no melee. So it's like, for race. Scorpions that aren't even heavy yet. So this is pretty much big. This is like, hey, we gotta save this thing. And it takes me so long to build this. I gotta do it. We're holding off his army, and fortunately we got it down to 1 trap. Because if I didn't do that, this castle would have fell. Thanks to the bonus, and thanks to just somewhat luck, this survives by 1 penalty. Almost literally. And that more or less saved the game for me. Because as intimidating as this is, my most hated unit's gonna come through. And that is good by me. So that was extremely nice. And then the rest is pretty straightforward. Watch your little fancy looking unit get absolutely destroyed by a bunch of jokers. And that more or less decided to. In the meanwhile, world of inefficiency is happening. And, you know, it's not an Egyptian unit. I thought I got ballistics. That's weird. I don't even know how he got that kill. Anyways. Yep. So, I held. And I have so much money that I'm just gonna take this castle down, but, you know, like, here's the thing, right? If I could have microed this better, I would have won this game, like, gracefully. But, you know, right now at this point, it's like, we're just gonna wreck this dude. Crusader unit. But it does good. It does what it needs to. We just get a crap ton of kills and be super G. And I haven't forgotten what I need. And then I finally start making some cavalry. So that's nice. But just watch these things absolutely. Watch the military kill. It's climbing back up. Crazy as it is, as I'm fighting under a castle. Boom, done. Down goes his fort position. And this very strange looking death ball is gonna get the job, right? Because he doesn't have anything to counter. What, light cav? That doesn't matter. Like, I'm eventually gonna get my own cavalry, and then, you know, my Scorpion numbers will go back up. But, you know, it was just a really good game. Now, I think I would have saved this in time, because the Rams were gonna show up, which is nice, but just look at the just tattered Radas. Now, I don't know how much gold this guy had left. I guess we can find out. Yeah, he had under 1,000. And meanwhile, I won with, like, Pharaoh-type riches. Again, they're not Egyptian, but, you know, the Rada just, you know, makes you think of Egypt. So, like, I would have steamrolled this dude. Eventually. And, you know, he had a few more sets of gold, but, like, they don't have good siege. Even if he tech switched into elephants, he just didn't have the res to get it done. But these dudes did it. And I somewhat sadly just didn't make any infantry. Let's be honest with ourselves over the beginning. But job done, right? Try just a PSA to get your castles a little closer or wall off better than I did, but this disgusting layout is...
Salve.
I said in a previous video, they can't counter skirms, and that was true. In spite of all that he had, he just had no counter to it. I think he could have done one, but he just didn't, so works for me. But, I mean, job done, right? So that's nice. 3 relics, not going to complain about that. And overall, pretty solid. So we're just going to check out the stats real quick. Yeah, I was down big for a long time, but did finish with more military kills, so that's nice. And again, with all the pressure and everything going on, I did better than him. The wood one is crazy because like that guy's unit is a wood gold intensive unit, but I still bested him. Thanks, relics. How much? Yeah, that's not gonna complain. And the villager count was very important because I just had to survive, right? So, held. Nice job. Peace. Or, till next time, I'm Dr. Loving, and I fought M5 Sick 10. Sure. I don't know. But, peace.